Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Deku Anime back with another video, and today I'll be bringing you What If Deku Had Responsibilities Part 2. Now, last time, I'll just do a quick recap. Last time, we met Elaine, killed her off, met Zhivago, also killed off. I think, yeah, we reunited with Bakugo, and I guess I'll go back to the start. His parents died. He got adopted by Zhivago, who eventually died at the hands of Muscular, and Elaine died at the hands of, I guess, just random people, random villains that Deku did end up killing. He confided in Asui about like his past and everything, as well as the Bakugos know that, and he changed his name. No, I don't think I'll. Yeah, I might call him Deku by accident, but it is Ban now, I guess. So yes, leaving off, we were going to the entrance exam. Now, this is gonna be, I guess, a lot different from last time. Quite interesting, actually. I am doing this unscripted, so I should have probably thought about this before I started recording. I am going to pause this and come back in a second. Okay, I'm back. That just took a sec. With the entrance exam, it goes similar to canon, but he never falls. Doesn't officially meet Uraraka until later. She's not going to be a ship, unfortunately for the shippers. Now, I think that he would probably get at least 100 villain points before the zero pointer appears, and well, he'd probably use Snatch to clear the rubble off Uraraka, and then do the classic throw her but get caught, throw her out of the way but get caught under the foot of the zero pointer, essentially killing him. The hero's kind of horrified, and then when the villain, the zero pointer, kind of just steps away again, he's just standing there completely unarmed, which kind of surprises them because they didn't know he could survive death. That was not part of his quirk description. But they decide that ask him about it later, which they kind of forget to do, but they will do eventually. Or more specifically, All Might will. Because it's All Might. He's looking for potential successes, and I mean, he's seeing someone that's immortal. That's kind of perfect for One for All. Yeah, so, in the end, yeah, that gets him 60 points. They scold him for being reckless, and, well, it all goes away. Or they all just go away, wait a week, and just imagine Mitsuki in the place of Inko saying the letters here, but for two different people. That and he gets a message from All Might saying, "Young Bard," because I guess I'm not gonna say Bakugo because, well, I mean, there's already Bakugo. Young Bard, I would like to inform you, you have gotten into UA with the highest score of all the applicants. And, well, he's kind of excited about this, highest score. And then All Might also tells him, you also achieved the highest score on the written test, even correcting mistakes. Mistakes being by Nezu himself. And also, you got crushed under the zero pointer. That is immortality or the ability to come back from death, whatever it is. It was not in your Quirk description. Uh, please meet me on Deku Beach and to explain this. And well, All Might's at a time, and he goes there. And well, All Might's waiting there in his small form, and Izuku's like, "Oh, where is he?" And then All Might buffs up, saying, "I am here." Um, and he pretty much interrogates Izuku about his immortality. Eventually, Izuku gives in, pretty much tells him his life story, avoiding the parts where he kind of killed people. Um, so, All Might was like, "Oh, I see. So that's how it works." I think he's told the Bakugo's, Asui and Storm Knight at this point. Who knows? He might tell more. Like Momo, I was given the idea of Asui and Momo ex Deku, which is not the easiest thing to pull off. I could do a three-way relationship. I think that exists. Yeah, I just can't remember the name. Uraka, again, not gonna be a part of the ship. Could do a harem if I really need to. But, well, I'm just gonna probably try to keep it simple. Not get too complicated. But right, as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh right, Nakama Beach. All Might says, well, actually, young Midoriya, there is one more thing before, because Suzuki was about to leave. I would like to give you my quirk. Zuko kind of turns around, looking kind of shocked and confused, and pretty much All Might explains the history of One for All. Yeah, One for All. Not good to mess that up. But he does explain the history of One for All. And in the end, Zuko decides to take it. And, well, it doesn't really matter if he breaks his bones or even if his limbs get ripped off, because he's immortal, he can easily regenerate them. And we'll say, since he hadn't bothered with the physical training, when he did first take One for All, his arms and limbs did explode. His arms and legs did kind of explode off, which kind of was a bit disturbing for All Might, but they regenerated quickly. And this kind of happened again and again until it was eventually strong enough to actually hold One for All. Sort of. I mean, Deku can use any percent, but it will probably break his bones. But I think that his immortality should be able to counteract that at a good enough rate to actually constantly use 100% full Kowloon. But I am not 100% sure. Actually, if you do want someone else to get it, that's quite doable. For now, he is going to be the one having it. This is going to be the events if he sticks with it, but it can easily be changed. This can just be removed, and All Might can give it to someone else at a later date, which I might do because I guess he is kind of already overpowered. It might fit someone else better. I don't know. It really is up to you. But I guess we go to the first day of UA. Suku's kind of wondering, why the hell is there such a massive door? But he shrugs it off, just thinking people have an enlargement quirk or something like that. And when he walks in, he sees Bakugo his feet up, getting yelled at by what looks like your average teacher's pet, who values all the rules and will stick to them no matter what. And, well, I guess you can already tell this is Ida and Bakugo's fight. The start of the day on the first day at UA. When Izuku walks in and actually asks Bakugo, "Hey bro, can you kind of get your feet down off the table? He says, fine, whatever you say, Bob. Because, I mean, Kenneth listens to him because he knows that Barna is actually stronger than him. He could easily beat him. So he just doesn't really start a fight. Also, I mean, childhood friends, so generally won't do that. But, eventually Mr. Aizawa pops up saying, it took you, to 8 seconds to quiet down. Not bad, but we can do better. And as everyone kind of looks to him, so the few that were not already in their seats kind of got in their seat. And well, Zuko doesn't know him, I guess, because he's not as big a fan of heroes, just from, everything. He's not a villain. He's not going to become a villain unless you want it. You can always change it last minute. I can find a way to make that work. But yeah, he's going to be a hero. Right, so with the Aizawa says, get your stuff on and go outside. And get their uniforms on. Oh, sorry, sports uniforms, that's what they are. Go outside. And they do. Yeah, Bond does not have any scars, but I'd say that, let's say Bakugo, let's say he gave him one on, like, the side of the neck when they were training, and he was like, you know what, I value you as a rival, and also you're kind of my brother at this point, so I will allow this one to scar. I'm not sure how Bond did it. But let's just say that he has that scar, and they're like, where would you get that from? And he says, a worthy opponent. It kind of confuses some of them, but Kirishima's like, oh, that's pretty manly. He kind of values scars and that general kind of thing. But, well, with the ball throw, Aizawa was like, you kid, you got the highest on the entrance exam, so throw this ball as far as you can. You can use your quirk. And when he hears this, Deku uses physical hunt and steals everyone um um in the vicinity's power and just that, as well as using one for all, and he gets, I'd say, about 10,000 meters. That's probably about what he'd get. It's a lot. But he manages to get that. And everyone's kind of shocked. And everyone's even more shocked when Hiraka actually gets 150. Sorry, no, 1,000. Why would I say infinity? What's wrong with me? But yeah, she gets infinity. And, well, Deku comes second in that. But I'd say, for the most part, he gets... Sorry, for the run, I'd say he would get... Because he does use physical hunt, I guess, in people he's not competing... When he's not competing with people. And apart from, just the singular events, he uses just plain one for all. And he gets, I'd say, first in everything except the ball throw. Which is pretty good, because, I mean, unless you can also get infinity, it's kind of hard to beat infinity. But he still pretty much came top of the class nonetheless. I'd say Aizawa said the bottom two people got expelled because I kind of want to get rid of Hagakure and Mineta. They're useless. They kind of will get in the way. But that's fine. Because who cares? It's Hagakure and Mineta. I mean, I think they didn't explain how Mineta actually did get in. Because everyone was wondering, but I still don't see how Hagakure could get in. 'Cause, I mean, there is there is a way to shut it off for the stealth quirk people with stealth quirks, but I mean all she can do is go invisible. I mean, if they have infrared sensors, they could actually sense her, and I think that that'd be pretty easy to come by in My Hero Academia world if you look at the tech in the My Hero Academia movie, Island. Like seriously, even before that, when they show a brief part of America, they still have hover tech and that kind of thing. So it's obviously a lot further in the future, and the only way that they'd have to have like the only way for infrared sensors not to work is they'd have to have someone actually controlling every single robot themselves to not be able to see her. So that kind of does not work. I don't see how she got in. I think she probably. I know it's a bit of a meme, but she could have literally just said, "You cannot prove that I wasn't the one who destroyed the robot." And they're like, "Good point. Probably what happened." Can't remember how Mineta got in. I think it was Mineta was using his sticky balls to stick them to stuff, and they rip themselves apart, trying to get free. That wouldn't surprise me. I think that was what it was. I cannot fully remember. Whatever. Right, so he got first installed everything, got rid of the two useless ones. Actually, I think he may have some use, so I will keep Mineta and just try and get rid of Hakakure. She shouldn't even be in there. The point of this test was to see, like, to weed out the people that got in on a fluke. Because, I mean, someone's gonna get lucky, right? Someone could be actually super weak, but manage to get just lucky and get in to 1A. And I'd say, because of this, ooh, who am I gonna raise from 1B? I think I'm just not gonna raise anyone for now, because, I don't know, when I think of 1B, I only think of Monoma. He's just annoying, pain in the ass. So, no, I'm not bringing in Monoma. Maybe the plant girl, or the one that kind of keeps Monoma in check. I don't fully I don't know the one that keeps Monoma in check. I don't know their quirk, so I'll probably just go. If I need to bring in another person, I will bring in the Vine for Hair girl, the one that Eda defeated in Sports Festival. Quite respectfully, actually. He beat her quite respectfully. But, back to the story, I guess. Well, he got 100%. He got, first and most, we got rid of Hagakure. And I guess now it's time for the villains versus hero training. I think I will have, yeah, Bakugo and Ida, versus Asui and, I think I will kind of change this up, but, for the sake of the ship, I will do 3 team battles. I don't know if anyone's actually ever done this. I doubt it's an original idea, but there's probably other people that have done this, but I have never seen anyone that's done this. So I guess, yeah, we'll have 3 3 on each side. So we have 19 people to put that into groups of 3. I guess that'll just be one person that I guess is mainly I'd say Mineta. We'll just leave out Mineta and say that makes 18 people. Mineta can just observe, and we'll have 18 people that are battling it out. That would be I think six teams of yeah, 6 teams of 3. So it would be 3 matches. 3 matches, all having 3 on either side. So Ban or Deku, if I call him that by accident, Ban, Asui, and Momo. And well, they will try to come up with a rough plan. With Asui, I think, yeah, Asui has invisibility, so I think, so they decide they'll use that while distracting the other. What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say for Bakugo's team? Bakugo, Ida, and we'll chuck in Tokoyami. Why not? Chuck in Tokoyami for that. Pretty much Bakugo will be reckless and rush straight at Deku, seeing him as a rival figure. When they enter, Asui decides that she'll go invisible then. Ida and Tokoyami. Ida is waiting inside the thing, and Tokoyami is waiting on the general top floor. I think it was, let's say, second floor. They encounter Deku encounters Bakugo. Momo makes a run for Asui, and let's say that she's like, oh, his quirk is Dark Shadow. I wonder what happens if you put light on it, and she pretty much, Momo creates the several of the brightest flashlights she can, which pretty much defeats Tokuyami, and he willingly gets, and he, knowing he's been defeated, willingly lets them tape him up. Now, Deku vs. Bakugo. I'd say that he'd probably let go of the House Impact. Is that what it's called? House Impact? Probably not. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I need to probably rewatch some of this. Actually, I just need to figure out the timeline. Might do season 4, but I am more familiar with the first 3 seasons. I need to I need to watch to the end of season 4, and I might even go into the manga. Maybe. Oh, I'm just getting reminded of manga spoilers. I'm not gonna say them, but some sad ones, to say the least. Okay. Okay, I needed that. Right, so yeah, he lets off the House Impact. Deku regenerates. Oh yeah, I'd say that if you know Pon's classic stuff he wears, the stuff he's got in the picture, he will have that. That will be his hero suit. He's probably gonna be about as buff as Ban with doing training with All Might on the beach, removing and cleaning up the beach. It probably did that still because yeah, it's they did it quite quickly with once he'd got a proper handle on One For All. So he's about as buff as Ban with that suit. Kind of destroys the top, and Azuku's annoyed about this, so he decides just to plain rush at Bakugo and gives him a roundhouse kick to the head, instantly knocking Bakugo through several walls and knocking him out. At this point, we only have Asui, and uh, Asui is kind of doing her part, which would be either taking down Ina or sneaking around. And she just decides to sneak around using her invisibility, touches the bomb, goes invisible, and Hero Team wins. They all did their own separate part, and even contribution instead of one person carrying the team. Even though Deku could have easily carried the team, he doesn't because I don't know. He's not gonna do that because he's not really sure of his own strength at this point. So he's like, I probably couldn't take on 3 when he could easily take on 100 people. But hey, he doesn't really particularly realize that he's that strong. He is kind of insanely strong, though that's the thing. But I guess, yeah, they won, and the matches go. I'm just not gonna get into them. Just say whoever won. If you really do wanna choose the teams and think about who would have won, go ahead in the comments. I don't care. I barely get any comments though, so whatever. Oh yes, that's what it's going to say. USJ. Aizawa does announce the USJ happening soon, and that it's kind of sort of a big deal for heroes in training. I mean, it's a chance to actual kind of practice with rescue training. I have no idea what I'm at. Probably about okay. I'll get into the USJ and leave it on cliffhanger. Leave it on a probably a cliffhanger. Okay, so they arrive at the USJ. Everything happens similarly. Ida gets out and he runs. Everyone gets teleported to their respective locations, except oh, I guess I have to leave Momo there just for them to meet them in the way they did. Actually, I'd say Momo, Asui, and Deku end up on the boat. Deku decides to just. Sorry about that. Deku decides, once they're on the boat, I can probably help us out here. And he pretty much sends Smash straight towards. I think it's about halfway between the boat and the land, creating a whirlpool, sucking the boat in, but he pretty much uses his legs to jump like he did with the Zero Pointer in the original. Jump towards the main land, and he just misses by a little bit, like just being knee deep in water at this point. Sorry, waist deep. Yeah, waist deep probably is better. And they realize Aizawa is fighting. He's fighting off a lot of villains. Like Aizawa is pretty underrated. He can beat a lot of villains. But then the Nomu comes in. We see that Nomu is joining the fight, and well, it's kind of going downhill from there. And Aizawa kind of gets beaten to a pulp like he does. Deku steps in. Yeah, Deku will step in, but I think actually I will deal with Haneda, Kaminari, and Jiro being. I think they'd just take them down. I think he'd go. Pikachu would go. I'm just gonna call Denki Pikachu because. Well, wouldn't you call him that? Pikachu. He does lesser shocks. He does get rid of a lot of villains, and with Jiro and those two decide that they pretty much do all the work. Minetta's back in the shadows. They pretty much take down all the villains without him going stupid. And when the other final villain attacks, at that point it will be when the heroes arrive, and the same thing kind of happens that it happens in canon, which I think is the gunslinger hero. That's a t-shirt UA. They kind of shot a bullet from really far away and hit them, hit the villain, so that kind of eliminated him as a threat. But back to this. Back to Deku. Deku will step in, rushing at Shigaraki, but Nomu will send him flying into one of the walls. At this point, Asui and Momo have kind of gotten the hell out of there because they think, Deku can handle himself. They are kind of correct, yeah. He can, for the most part, handle himself. But he did just get slammed into a wall. He gets up again and gets slammed into the ground this time, getting repetitively punched by the Nomu, like at the rate that he does in the fight with All Might, the rate the Nomu does in the fight with All Might. But I think that's all I'm going to do for today, and if you like the video, please like, share, actually probably not share, you can share if you want, subscribe, comment down below, just general thoughts, please, seriously. It really makes my day to see a comment, because you think people actually care about you and they really don't. But again, halfway through the fight with Nomu, and this is Soko Anime signing out.